Happy Thursday, everybody. Meteorologist Hunter Forrest here. As of the 11 a.m. update, Hurricane Helene still a Category 2 hurricane. Max sustained winds at 105 miles per hour, gusting to 125. Moving towards the north-northeast at about 14 miles per hour. Expected to make landfall in the Panhandle, Big Bend area of Florida later on this evening around 11 o'clock tonight as a Category 3 hurricane. Sustained winds could be up to 120 miles per hour. It's going to continue to push up into Georgia, even staying as a tropical storm towards areas of Atlanta and northern Georgia. Max sustained winds could still be at about 65 miles per hour before it kind of starts to meander in the Tennessee Valley as we get into the weekend. Now we have a swath of tornado warnings in effect throughout the eastern seaboard, about 600 miles worth of tornado watches in effect from South Carolina into Georgia down towards southern Florida as well. We have a frontal boundary off towards our west, and then we have Hurricane Helene down towards our south off the coast of Florida. You could really start to see the eye wall starting to form and really develop, showing signs that it's continuing to develop. It's going to continue to push off towards the north, bringing these outer rain bands to Florida and the peninsula, which is going to increase their risk of those tornadoes, because whenever you have a landing hurricane or a tropical system, you have increased wind shear in the atmosphere, which can lead to those spin-up tornadoes. Luckily, these tornadoes that are associated with tropical storms or hurricanes are normally quick and not very strong. So hopefully, if there are any today, that's going to be the case. As we take a look at the wind field, though, for Helene, it is ginormous. Tropical storm force winds extending in the yellow 400 miles. So that's why you have tropical storm warnings for the entire peninsula of Florida. Even the hurricane force wind gusts, 60, 70 mile per hour, they're going to make their way into the Big Bend area of Florida, which is going to bring a lot of storm surge to the area. They're even going to push up into southern Georgia, getting into northern Georgia, South Carolina, even into Asheville, Tennessee. So you have tropical storm warnings extending from Miami all the way up to Asheville, North Carolina, which is something you do not see very often. Even the entire state of South Carolina and Georgia under tropical storm warnings. Central Georgia down towards Tallahassee in the Big Bend area under a hurricane warning as well. And we're going to continue to see this storm making its way up towards the Big Bend area, making landfall around 11 o'clock tonight, bringing dangerous storm surge, 100 mile per hour plus winds. A tornado threat is there for all of Florida into Georgia and South Carolina. Flooding rain as well. It's going to continue to push off towards Atlanta, northern Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. Still 75 plus mile per hour wind gusts are possible. The tornado threat's going to continue, and they also have a really big flash flooding threat. For our threats here, not going to be as high as what the other areas we'll see in the southeast and Florida as well, but we still see some effects. We'll see those tropical downpours. So if you get stuck under those, a chance to see a potential for flash flooding, not a high risk, but the risk is there. Also a small tornado threat, especially for areas in North Carolina into Norfolk as well. You'll have storms on and off kind of all day. It's not going to be raining completely all day, but again, a chance to see a spin-up tornado is not out of the question, but we do clear out for the weekend, so that is some good news. Anywhere from 2 to 4 inches expected in Tallahassee, locally higher amounts, probably up to about 6 inches in the area, 4 to 6 through central Georgia, 4 to 6 towards Greenville as well. And for here, anywhere from a half to an inch, even up to 2 inches are possible, especially if you get stuck under those downpours. But again, the flooding potential isn't really the main threat for our weather alert day tomorrow here in Hampton Roads, which is in effect for Friday afternoon and Friday evening for the small tornado threat. Also, the chance to see some severe storms that may not include the tornadoes, but again, that chance is there Friday afternoon heading into Friday evening, and those heavy downpours possible as well. We'll continue to keep you updated here on 13 News Now as we continue to track Helene and any updates coming up.